Hello again, this is Naklin Eric, and this is going to be Tekken 7 online run, video number 4. Yeah, as I said in the other previous video, I was actually having internet issues and controller issues, and it seemed like it was actually kind of ruining my gameplay for some random reason, so I have no idea why. First opponent is Asuka versus Yoshimitsu. Yeah, started off with the forward 1+2 of the armor move, so then he tried to do a teleport drop move on me, but to no avail. Yeah, just as I mentioned earlier, apparently I kind of came across this guy before, and he actually beat me twice, I believe. Honestly, the guy was quite the predictable guy, but since I was having internet and controller issues, you know, I was kind of really underperforming as far as my moves are concerned, and I did not mean to, you know, DB3 right there and give him a easy rage, so, you know, it was unintentional, so, and, you know, did not mean to do blue rage either, but like I said, due to the internet issues and the you know, controller issues, that's why it happened the way it happened. Yeah, there was another Yoshimitsu that I believe I dealt with that basically spammed the same string, where basically he would do this armor hit into the sword walk, and then you know, ended on the low move. I not sure on practice mode if it's actually mentioned as far as like a 10-hit string or what, but honestly, it's a little ridiculous. And, you know, there's been so many instances, but like I said, with the bad internet and controller issues, it's like there's so many instances. It's like, you know, I really want to block it, but I can't due to, you know, the unknown reasons. So, and there was another instance where basically he was doing the down back 3-3-3-3 spin thing into the 4 finish, and I can't block any of the moves because of, you know, the internet connection and controller issues. I have no idea what he was really trying to do with the flying thing. I'm like, okay. So, you know, decided since he was being an idiot, I decided to just run up to him and go for a, you know, grapple and pretty much end the match right then and there. Second match, Asuka versus Master Raven.
Round 1. Fight.
Yeah, sucker play. Person was not expecting me to, you know, do a forward 1 and then, you know, D4, then down back it to cancel it, then end it with a while rising 3. So, no, just clearly the person was unaware that, you know, you can actually cancel that move, so...
KO. Round 3. Fight.
Yeah, controller internet issues again. I did not mean to press, I think it's forward 1+2 or whatever it is for the blue rage. I don't know, it's kind of a little annoying about Asuka's blue rage and the forward 1+2. I think it's the same motion, except I think it's double tap or something to do the blue move or something. Yeah, I tried to go in for a grapple, and for some reason I still get nailed by red rage. I thought that was nonsense.
Final round. Fight.
I don't understand sometimes how grapples don't affect certain moves, and you know the hit actually does register. It's nonsense. Problem with Master Raven and Raven is they sometimes do these moves where they put them in backstance, and you know Master Raven and Raven actually don't really have any good backstance type movies or moves. Damn Law versus Lucky Chloe, and I'm Lucky Chloe.
Round 1. Fight.
Yeah, small string martial law guy. I kind of dealt with some Tekken Revolution players that would use small strings and still use them pretty effectively, so... And of course, the back 3+4. Boom. I win.
Round 2. Fight.
Oops. Yeah, combo dropped. Yeah, I should have probably not Akimi and basically back rolled or something. Ah, you missed. Epic fail on his part. Guy tried to go in for the blue move, for martial law, and basically, I practically held, you know, defensively really well against it, so it like whiffed. So, of course, the guy probably was in a panic, like, you know, what the heck? Oh my god! You know, probably on the other end, and made him look bad. Swear some of these martial law players just have big egos. Jin versus Asuka. Yeah, since this guy was like a Caillou player, obviously the guy's just unfamiliar with Jin. And guy prematurely used his red rage and didn't even try to crumble into it, so it's like, you know, easy pickings. I think he went for the forward 3 backs for the stance, and then basically 4. Like I said, it seems like a lot of these Jin players just don't do 3+4 and pretty much just do the 3 instead, and not realize that you need to press 3+4 now for the jump kick, which is a little bit better. But yeah, you can still duck it, but you know, does better on the damage department. Even though the standing 3 is not bad, it just honestly comes out a little slow and easy to read. So it's like you can like block and punish. Asuka versus Lily. Seems like it's the only type of string the person knows, and the person doesn't even know how to play defensively well. Red Rage.
Oops. Oops.
KO. Round 4. Fight.
Yeah, like I said, she just goes in for this down 1-1-3 combo as her only like means of attacking, and then
You win.
Asuka versus Dragunov.
Round 1. Fight.
Seems like lately, when I've been dealing with Dragunov players, they just seem to try to rush towards me and not even realize that, you know, they're going to get in mad trouble for it. Yeah, well placed on the Red Rage there. You know, I did the flip kick in the Red Rage. Bye-bye. Yeah, people people easily underestimate Asuka's down back 3. It's honestly a really quick move, and honestly, probably I still feel one of the best moves for her because it's pretty quick, and you know, people don't expect it because, you know, she's still standing and not ducking. So, you know, people don't expect it at all. So, and there's a lot of players out there that pretty much just spend most of the time just, you know, expecting high attacks and not even worry about anything low. So, whoops. Yeah, the problem I have with the dash attack is, sometimes I tend to miss and get sidestepped or whatever. I'm like, whoops. But I won. A win's a win. Okay, it's Jin versus Asuka. Different Jin, not the same guy from earlier. You know, because the guy was in Kai ranks, this guy's an initiate, you can tell. Really had his number. Surprised he only walked away with, you know, I walked away with only losing an inch. I think he was just very unfamiliar with Jin, so, you know, a lot like that. Well, the other Caillou Jin was a little bit more aggressive. This guy just not really that, you know, heavy on the offensive department. He's honestly quite mellow. Yeah, he was trying to, like, just dash kick me to death, but, you know, I managed to get him before he even got one win on me. Asuka versus the Katrina that beat me when I was using Katrina at one point. Yeah, here I make a good comeback, but then I don't know, I really don't know what happened with the leg cutter. It was like, yeah, sometimes the tracking gets a little imperfect, but, you know, I feel like it should have tracked better, but, you know, like me, it seems like this Katrina player is just brand new to Katrina, so she just, you know, pretty much just doesn't know how to use, you know, red rages, and even though, yeah, like I said, previous round, as you saw, you know, she just got practically really lucky with the red rage and won that match. So you know, it just seems like all she does is kind of similar to what I do, or, you know, I either use the 3 combo or 4 combo. I do know how to use the 10 hit combo. It's 1 2 4 4 4, or 1 2 4 4 4, then 3 3, you know, for the rest. So I think it's 1 2, then 4 3 times, then 3 4 times, if I remember right. So I can't really remember. Nice. Yeah, I really had her number of final round. Yeah, Saheen. Yeah, as I said, it seems like this Saheen player thinks he's Claudio, where he does this, like, flip kick into this, like, juggle string with the slide kick move, and I'm like, you know, unlike Claudio, basically, Saheen's got range issues. It's like, you know, one good hit, it's like you can trump his range easy, and I'm like, you know, you really need to be careful with Saheen's range. Yeah, he does this backflip kick into this, yeah, right here, the chop chop, then, you know, spinning roundhouse kick, and then he tries to go for this, like, surfboard slide thing, and I'm like, I know Raven kind of has, Master Raven kind of has something like that too, except she does it in a standing thing and not does it from needing a, you know, flip kick move. So, and like I said, you know, since I've been having controller and internet issues, it's like, you know, I can't really, you know, safe fall efficiently. So, probably in time, you know, in a video I might explain how to safe fall, because I know they do explain it in Soul Calibur Broken Test in the, so, and give you the complete ethics and walkthroughs on how to properly handle, you know, juggle spam and things like that. And then actually it has been incorporated to, you know, the Tekken games. So, it just, people are just unaware of it.
KO. Round 4. Fight.
You tried to go for that baseball slide thing and it don't work. I blocked it. Red Rage. Yeah, I should have seen that coming.
Final round. Fight.
Idiot. As usual, he tries to start this whole entire match with the bloody flip kick thing, and then he's like... Yeah, I think it was trying to bait me into the whole flip kick thing, but, you know... Guy was an idiot and just allowed me to get, you know, get him with a simple grapple. I was not kidding about the message for that. It's like, you know, here I'm having internet and controller issues, and I'm having to deal with this really ungodly laggy devil Jin player that basically is like doing something on his end to run a really horrible internet, and I'm like, really? I mean, clearly this guy's a new Jin player. You know, it's like he just knows like simple punch combos, the beam, and other wonderful stuff. I'm like, guy doesn't even know. And maybe I think it's an armor move, just, you know, just about it. I'm surprised he got away with, you know, winning the round 1. And, you know, again, I was having controller issues, so I did not mean to do the blue move at all. That was not my intent. Yeah, since basically he was causing the game to be laggy, it's like, you know, I was trying to figure out what moves would work and how and when. Yeah, I think that's an armor move, and again, I keep dealing with these D-Gen players that just love that move. It's like, maybe what I should do is just run in and just bait, block, and then, you know, try to get him afterwards or something. Yeah, kind of humiliating losing to a wimp head with, you know, 111 ones that just, you know, uses bad internet and, you know, only knows, like, one move that would help him out, and that's a elbow punch move. I think it's probably down in 1, maybe, like Jin. Yeah, finally got an actual win on him. Yeah, I got him. And he rage quits. Don't know why, but you know, he was the one that was trying to cheat the whole entire match, not me. You know, I was playing legitly, regardless of how lousy his connection was. Lucky Chloe versus Hurong. I kind of wonder if this Hurong was like completely new to playing as Hurong, because it just seemed like he knew very little about Hurong, and I think he was probably just smashing buttons probably throughout the whole match. I mean, it was honestly quite easy pickings for me. Yeah, like I said, I really think it was just a butt masher. Like I said, that's why the match for Lucky Chloe against Hurong was that easy. Yeah, this Leo gave me a little bit of a problem. He actually beat me like 2 games. I didn't even bother to mention it, but honestly, I was able to figure out that all this Leo does is just this small punching string and just spam it. And I've seen a couple, you know, Leo pro players do that, you know, on their YouTube channels and stuff like that. And it, you know, I'm like, yeah, sure, it's a simple juggle and it seems to work, but you know, kind of looks like it gets old. So I mean, isn't there any other like punch or kick combos you can probably integrate with the juggle to probably maximize and do a little more damage or something? Leo was not expecting the grapple at the end. Yeah, the punch kick, punch knee, the kick. Honestly, I'm pretty used to dealing with Leo players. You know, the best way to really handle against Leos is playing them defensively. You know, have them make the first mistake, and then, you know, when the Leos do a move that's like pretty slow, that you know they would have difficulty to recover from, or do moves to put them in a stance. You know, it's the best time to really strike. So. I was trying to go in for a grapple, but unfortunately, Lucky Chloe's got really crappy range, so. Oops. It's like, yeah, there he goes again. I got a little creative with the elbow there for a sec, but Lucky Chloe versus Lily. Try to go for the, I think it's up back 3+4 to probably the 3+4. a lot of Tekken Revolution players used to do that quite often, and I'm surprised I was able to trump it with what yeah, the armor hit, so. Whoops. I got hit by her back 1+2 in Tekken Revolution. It used to be invincible, but this isn't Tekken Revolution. This is, you know, Tekken 7. Yeah, I got her with one of my punch combos in the end of round 2. Yeah, surprisingly, I think this match I was actually running things actually pretty well, surprisingly. And, you know, I was able to actually get my juggles in. And apparently this honestly concludes the video number 4. And as usual, like I said, the final messages, you know, I've been with the Tekken franchise since 1, gotten a lot of versus wins. You know, got versus wins on Tekken 1, Tekken 2, Tekken 3, Tekken Tag 1, Tekken 4, Tekken Revolution, Tekken Tag 2, and now I'm getting wins on Tekken 7. So it's like, you know, I'm not a new player. This is not my first Tekken ever. I know how to beat people. I know how to beat characters. So, you know, I'm honestly no joke. I got experience under my belt, so. But, you know, as far as my main list, I have a select few per game, and honestly, it seems like Tekken 7, I'm really trying to stick to Asuka and Lucky Chloe, while Katrina's kind of third on my list, so. But Tekken Tag 2, I used Bake and Asuka, and I use Anna with martial law, and I also have Miharu with Brian. So, and I'm kind of doing okay with Jin and Lily. So, but I do the best so far with Bake and Asuka. I do, you know, decent well with Unknown alone, and honestly, I can't really find a good partner for her. So. But, you know, as I mentioned before, this is the end of the video, and I hope people like the video and like and subscribe, and I hope you have a good day, and thank you for watching.